in a poetry workshop, the way I try to handle things is, you go in with the recognition, with two kinds of recognition. One is that there's obviously often people who are writing about very complex ideas that are important to them and maybe central to who they are, and to their experience of the world, which is to say, often deeply personal subject matter comes up. And at the same time, the space is the opposite of that. It's a public space where we're discussing and even dissecting the way these often very personal, or at least strongly held convictions are being reported. And I always try to think that there are sort of three important questions that I want to get answered in my workshop. And the question number one is, just simply, what is this poem trying to do? Like, what's it thinking about, without rendering any kind of judgment on it? Just, what's it trying to do, and how is it doing it? After we've established that, I think the next important question is, how is this poem doing it well, and where is it maybe not doing it as well as it might? And there's always an implied third question, and it's almost always answered in the discussions of questions 1 and 2, which is what this poem trying to do, is it interesting? My experience is that usually it is. Usually people who sign up for graduate program in poetry writing have interesting things to say and are wrestling with interesting issues. But I think it's still what we have to ask about a poem. It's possible that a poem can be doing something very, very well that isn't necessarily all that interesting. And then we have to talk about how we can make it interesting. So, that's how the workshop is run.